We're going to continue to hear about the power of relationships, and one in particular through our next speaker, Matt Mazgaj, class of 2017 as well.
Thanks. I just want to start by Bree Aggie is out in the hall, and I was wondering how to start this all out. And the other day, I was out with Bree and her husband Zach, and Bree said, you probably don't have very much that's interesting to say. Kind of a boring guy. It's like, yeah, maybe. But I think I'm pretty even-keeled, kind of don't rock the boat. Someone's really sanded down my edges. And the person I'm talking about today is my wife, Mary. Let's start with this one. Mary and I have been together since we were 15. This is actually when we were 18. I had the bright idea of wearing this on our class trip to Toronto, Canada. So this is around the time we're graduating from high school. So as you can see, Mary had a lot to work with. A lot of sharp edges. And even going back further, let's say when I was 14, pretty much quiet kid, kind of nerdy, self-reserved, didn't really go out much. But then, lo and behold, starting on the football team, wrestling, someone starts to take notice, and if you have that opportunity, I think you go for it. And so I asked Mary to go out, and kind of my whole life has changed ever since. You'll see that there are 7 pictures of Mary and I. So it's, not to spoil the show, but I'll try and tie in some of my leadership lessons throughout our life together. So I guess this one is, take a swing and punch way above your weight, because, she might just say yes, or you might just get the promotion you're looking for or something else. But obviously, I was way out of my league, and the opportunity arose. So Mary and I, we went to separate colleges. We did the living apart, long distance relationship. She was down in Virginia, I was in Pennsylvania. We both graduated early from college, but Mary got 2 degrees, I got 1. And this is obviously a photo of our wedding. So as you can see, you can probably guess I'm a pretty great dancer. No, I'm not. But Mary had a great idea of doing a choreographed dance. So obviously I was super thrilled. Reminiscing on this, and I looked back through hundreds of pictures to come up with these 7. It was really a great experience. So we really buckled down, did the lessons. I stepped on a lot of feet, literally, and it was a really special moment in our life. So leadership lesson number 2: do things that scare you, follow someone else's lead, and really go after things that can round you out and be part of the team effort. And speaking of leading, here's a picture of Mary leading us on camels on the beach in Morocco. So after we got married, we moved to Pittsburgh, and then to Washington, and then to London, where I finished up my law school degree. And as part of that, I said, give me all the classes on Tuesday, Thursday, because we're traveling. So this was one of our trips to Morocco, and other than just being a really cool photo, it kind of gives the idea of kind of handing the reins over to someone, because the way the camels work, and particularly in this instance, is that my camel followed her camel. So it's really handing over the reins and letting someone lead you through tough parts in life. And this is particularly relevant for Mary and me, because we have kind of not offsetting personalities, but balancing personalities. I'm the kind of person who's like, yep, let's do it, let's go. And Mary's like, wait a second, what do we think, man? Okay? So, hearing all these stories about farms, I am also not an aspiring farmer, a wannabe farmer, as you can probably see from the overalls. We have chickens now, and I want pigs and goats and cows and things. And Mary's like, wait a minute, pump the brakes. We have some things going on. So it's really good to have someone that you trust completely to lead you through different decisions. And also someone strong enough to carry you through the difficult times. You know, obviously Mary did throw her back, and I was pretty big at this point. So, you know, someone strong enough to be there for you and to really be supportive in a team as part of some of your tougher times in life. So this is, we're at my law school graduation at Georgetown, and after that we lived and worked in Washington for a while and started to have kids. So obviously this adorable little baby is the cutest baby around. Avery May, who was born in 2013. We're on top of a mountain in New Hampshire. And as everyone who has spoken about their kids has attested, obviously having children changes your life. But there are goals that we still have with children. You know, we are living to keep them alive and to keep them happy and to keep them educated. I have the chickens more so for their sake, this is my argument, than to myself, but really I want them to have the most complete experience in the world. So as I mentioned, at this point we're in Washington, and so here's some strategic leadership. My wife, we both knew we didn't want to stay in DC. So my wife wanted to move down south, where there aren't 7 months of winter. And I said, well, wait a minute, you know, let me take the New York bar, okay, because to practice law is state specific. So I said, my brother, he's bound to get arrested at some point, and he's back home, so I'll have to come home and represent him in case he gets in trouble. And she said, well, that's pretty good. It's like, your brother is nothing but trouble. So I took the New York bar. We ended up having a second kid, and that's Jack. And I was like, wow, your parents and my parents both being at home, this is a really good situation. So we ended up moving home. As you can see, this is Panama Rocks. Last summer we have Jack, with his belly out, Avery, who's being like Fairy, and Stella, our newest Western New York baby, on my belly there. And we're all, you know, we're outnumbered now, plain so. But it's good because we're a team, and you know we've had 16 years together to kind of know each other. One important thing about parenthood that we find is part of, and I guess this is leadership, is keeping things light. You know, there are stressful times. Kids are screaming, pooping. You know, there's mess everywhere. So, particularly this winter, we've come up with this ingenious game called the diaper game. Where you have the chance to throw a diaper that you change at the other parent. So it really keeps things exciting. There are a bunch of rules. I only have 7 minutes, so you know, check with me afterwards if you really want to know the secrets of the diaper game. So ultimately, we have a very happy family here. We're living in Western New York. We're thriving. And you know, I try to intersperse some leadership in there. But I'll leave you with this last one, which is an interesting picture. You suspect that this might be my kid's preschool, but no. This is Mary in my preschool photo. So I'll tell you that this handsome devil right here is me, and this is my lovely wife Mary. So leaving you with the opportunity for special connections and opportunities is everywhere around you, even in the 3-year-old preschool class. Obviously, it's going to take her about 12 years to realize what a great guy is 2 people over, or me to gain the courage to actually talk to him. So, with that, thank you all, and this was a blessing.